posturing this whole time and nothing's coming through.
Now something's coming through.
All right, well, how does it sound?
We have an open mic.
We have an open mic, and I need to be looking at the camera.
Look at the camera, ladies and gentlemen. LaMar Choate is here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad he's back. He's making his return visit. He only comes up here once a year. He refuses to come up here more often
Now
than
that is a lie. I am not invited. I will take an invite. I will come up here weekly if you would ask.
Oh, well, yeah, I would ask, and you would do it. I know you would do it, but I'd have to be doing it like at midnight or something like that.
Well, that's probably true.
If you came up here
Yeah,
weekly.
that's
But we'll figure out sometime.
Absolutely.
You see, now that's the thing. You're a teacher, and you've been a teacher for
30 years.
My recollections of teachers who've been there for 30 years, they are very set in their ways in summertime, and they choose not to leave the house. And when they do choose to leave the house, they are leaving to go as far away from the house as possible, never to go back until
There's a
like
little
August.
truth in that. I think a lot of teachers avoid the school like it, has the plague.
That's true. I suspect that's true.
But I would love to
I will take you up.
journey.
I will
up
take
here.
you up. Is this an easier drive than Flora for you? Because we are now, of course, headquartered in Louisville on the Big Talk with Bruce Dickey show. Been up here for about a year now.
Actually, it's no different. I go through Florida to get here. I suppose it's hard.
I must tell you, the times that I'm occasionally stationed at home in Wayne City, and I'm occasionally stationed at home in Fairfield.
Yeah.
And I must tell you, I have traveled all the world over trying to find the best way to get to either Louisville and or Flora from Wayne City.
Right. Well, I know the best way.
Oh, really?
But it takes you through Florida to get to Louisville.
You see, now I just.
Well, it takes you. You can go
I'm
the
just
outside.
I'm sick of Blue Mound Road. Come on, man.
Well, that takes you through Florida.
I know it. That's what I'm telling you. I want a interstate from my house to here.
That's not going to happen. I could take you through Orchardville. And
I know. I go through Orchardville. They've got the outstanding restaurants there.
Absolutely. A couple of them.
That's right. The meal service in Orchardville for the per capita is just astonishing.
It's tremendous. And I got to tell you, and for everyone who is a devotee to the show, of which I am one.
You are a devotee. You've been a proud Wabash customer now for months and months.
For months and months. As soon as it hit Wayne City, we were signed up.
We are right there.
I will tell you this. This is odd. Every talk show in the world, Bruce, the host has his guests on the right. And I'm just going to get this out of the way. We used to always be on your right, and now we're on the left. I feel like I'm hosting the show, to be quite honest with you.
Well,
and we got wireless mics there.
Well, actually, now that I look at it, whenever I'm looking at the camera, the slow eye is on this side.
See there. This
but when I'm in the mirror, the slow eye's on the other side.
This is a real odd dynamic for me. I just got to tell you.
You going to be okay?
I'm going to make it.
Do you want me to switch around?
I'm a trooper, but
I could switch around.
Well, I don't know. You might want to
see what happens at the break.
I think about Carson. Think about Letterman. Think about all these people. It's always
actually there is another reason I didn't think the slow eye is the lazy eye is kind of a signature, LaMar. It goes with my lifestyle and my drawl.
Okay. I've got nothing. Okay.
You'll buy that.
I'll buy that. Yeah. I will. Old slow eye Bruce, they call him.
Well, yeah. The actual reason is because I don't want to set the TV in the middle of the room.
Okay.
So I want to be on this side.
But see, now I want to look at you when I'm talking to you, but then I am totally profiling the camera. We're used to. I could do both.
Well, when I switch cameras, though, you're not quite as profiled. You're
right. Well, okay, but still, when I'm, This is just an odd situation for me, Bruce. It's odd. It feels different.
Just let it. Let's take it easy. Let's just let it. Let's let it.
Okay,
let it simmer a while.
I'm sorry. I'll be all right.
Don't apologize. I love constructive criticism.
Okay. Well, I didn't even mean it as criticism. I'm just saying.
Oh, I love the observational humor.
Has Matt Vaughn ever been on this show?
Not up here. He has in Florida several times.
Oh,
but
he has some observations about this.
Yes, he will have some observations. Let's tell you, folks. I'm getting away from stuff. Let's tell you a little bit. Hey, no, that's fine. You be you.
Okay.
Would you like me to leave you up here on the screen whenever I'm giving the community events? Some people like to join in.
Well,
and talk about the community events if they see something of interest.
I'm fine with it.
Actually, one of these I think you'll like.
It's your show. Okay.
But I'll start out first without you.
Okay.
Alzheimer's caregivers meeting is at the Clay County Health Department this morning at 10 a.m. The Clay County Health Department will have an Alzheimer's caregivers meeting. They do it on the third Tuesday of each month. This, of course, being Tuesday, February 20th, and it'll be at 10 a.m. at the conference room again at the Clay County Health Department.
Now, I'm not going to riff on Alzheimer's caregivers. What I am going to tell you is that my oldest daughter's master's thesis was on Alzheimer's caregiving.
Well, see, you would absolutely be able to probably discuss this with some amount of expertise.
My mother had Alzheimer's, and that is a cause that's near and dear to my heart.
And a lot of people thought the way your father acted that he had it.
He did that on purpose. But that's a cause that's near and dear to my heart. I'm glad you read that. Alzheimer's caregivers. That's a really.
If you like that one, just think of this next one.
Okay, let's hear it.
Also, this one's at the Clay County Hospital, folks. They're hosting this afternoon at 2 p.m. a new social group for seasoned adults. The next meeting is Tuesday afternoon. They do it every, I believe, third Tuesday of the month as well. Same day as the Alzheimer's caregivers meetings. Okay. Refreshments, socializing, community information, fun activities, membership to the seasoned circles. No charge is open to everyone in the Clay County. Membership includes an exclusive discount card for seasoned circle members, only to use at select locations.
Sounds great.
See, now that does sound great.
Sounds great.
Might be perfect to go hand in hand with the Alzheimer's group, right?
It does, and that's just what the community needs. It's fantastic.
Those two weren't the ones that I actually thought you might have a mind.
I try to be surprising.
That's very kind. You're very good. At 7 o'clock tonight, now you can get the information for this at the Effingham Public Library. This is a Zoom meeting, but you got to go to the Effingham Public Library or talk to the folks at the Effingham Public Library to get the information for this. Get involved. It's a conversation with Julia Quinn. Do you know who Julia Quinn is?
No.
Julia Quinn has written up to close to 40 novels, including her popular series about the Bridgerton family.
Oh, wow.
Which premiered on
that was on Netflix
in 2020. Yeah.
Which I didn't watch that, but I had family members who did. They were kind of engrossed in it.
Her newest novel, Queen Charlotte, is co-written with television pioneer Shonda Rhimes. It's a powerful...
Grey's Anatomy. Shonda Rhimes created Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, she did. I didn't know that. It's a powerful and romantic novel of Bridgerton's Queen Charlotte and King George III's great love story and how it sparked a societal shift. Now!
Wow.
You and I know a little bit about King George III and a little bit about Queen Charlotte and how she had like 15, 14 kids, a bunch of children, so they must have been somewhat romantic, I guess.
I guess so. I think he was mad about her. Oh, boy.
That's a good one.
I'll be here the rest of the hour. Okay.
Quinn loves to dispel the myth that smart women don't read or write romance, and if you watch reruns of the game show The Weakest Link, you might catch her winning $79,000.
I've never watched. Yeah, so
Her novels have been translated into 41 languages and have appeared on New York Times bestseller list 19 times. She'll be joined in conversation with Sarah McLean, best-selling historical romance author and romance columnist for the New York Times, the Washington Post, and Bustle. Event made possible by Illinois Libraries Present, a statewide collaboration among public libraries offering premier events. ILP is funded by the grant awarded by the Illinois State Library.
well, I think that's fantastic.
Free event registration is required. To register for more information, go to effinghamlibrary.org.
Effingham's got a lot of cool things going on. Historical Society,
They really do.
the library. That's really cool.
They have a lot of fun stuff. See now, did you ever see the Bridgerton show?
I didn't watch it.
I watched. We watched. Doty's not really into that historical stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I watched it, and I thought, this doesn't make a lot of sense. You've got things that wouldn't have been happening. I mean, but then again, maybe I'm just not into the historical, romantical stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm a romantic.
what did you think of the movie Titanic?
I loved it.
Tom and I talked about the movie Titanic.
Well, I don't plan on. I don't want to redo what you and Tom did.
Well, I'm not saying that. The reason we're going to talk about it because that's our shirt theme this year.
Your
For the
shark theme?
Shirt theme this year
Oh,
for the
really?
History Club. It's a
well,
Titanic theme.
Did you bring a shirt?
They haven't came in yet.
Okay, but getting back to I didn't
sorry.
much care for Bridgerton. I watched half a season. I didn't.
So you
watch
must
the
have
whole-
liked it pretty well.
I watched half a season. I didn't like it
You
that
halfway
well.
liked it,
I wanted to see if it would get better,
and it didn't.
and it didn't. But
I
but
heard it was steamy.
I don't think I was the target audience.
Well, you don't like steamy historical romance? I heard it was steamy.
I like a little steamy from now and again, sure.
Okay. Well,
But I just don't think that I was the target audience. Maybe
maybe you weren't. I don't know. I don't know that you'd have to ask her. Maybe you should go and ask. Hey, what was
I could ask. There you go. I could go on the Zoom call and ask Miss Quinn. Is that her name? What was her name?
Yeah, I think it was Quinn.
Julia
Yeah,
Quinn.
yeah.
Ask Ms. Quinn if I was the target audience. I must tell you, older Generation X or men probably were not the intended target for that show.
You're probably right.
Top end of Gen X.
But again, I wouldn't hold out. Maybe she shot for that target and missed.
Just with me. 'Cause
Maybe she's-
apparently she hit the target with all kinds of other people.
I haven't watched it, so I can't tell you.
What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is
I just know it was steamy. Scintillating.
It was steamy. It was steamy.
Scintillating. That's what I heard.
You were scintillating.
Scintillating and
Sensational is what maybe one
Yes.
of Queen Charlotte's in it too. It was
Okay,
but it was
sorry.
an odd one.
Carry on.
Here's one other thing going on. It's a blood drive at Dietrich Bank. This will be at the training room there this is the main headquarters of Dietrich Bank, which of course is in Effingham. It's 11:30 to 3. Go to redcrossblood.org and enter Dietrich Bank to schedule your appointment. You need an appointment, and also it helps a whole lot if you get that appointment and then you go to the little thing and put your history in. Not only is there one at the Dietrich Bank, also, I didn't get that one. Oh, I put the wrong one up there. There's also one at the Dietrich High School on Tuesday, February 12th, today, 2 p.m. till 6 p.m. Same thing, go to 1-800, call 1-800-RED CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. And I just kind of gave a hint at what the national days are. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy February 20th, National Muffin Day. This serves up a delicious celebration packed with flavor and many options too. Bakeries offer these single-serving quick breads in several sizes, from mini bite-sized to the jumbo ones to the favored muffin tops. They are also of varied nutritional value. Are you a big muffin guy?
Sure.
LaMar?
Sure. Banana nut. Blueberry, absolutely.
Blueberry, yeah, I can do a blueberry.
Yeah.
What else is today, ladies and gentlemen? National Love Your Pet Day.
That's every day.
Every day really
That's
should
every
be
day.
national. I'll eat a muffin maybe 3 times a year.
Right.
But National Love Your Pet Day, I will do that.
Of course. How many pets you got, Bruce?
I'm down to 1, and I don't really love her all that much.
Wow. Wow. This whole conversation just went down like the Hindenburg.
It's a cat. You can't really love on a cat.
You're right.
I mean, we're down to we're out of dogs right now. We were waiting for me to get my leg healed up.
Okay.
And then we'll get.
What kind of dog
dogs.
you thinking?
We are probably going to try to rescue a couple of Great Danes.
Okay.
That's we were looking for. There's always these bonded pairs out there that are different. How about you?
My oldest daughter just got a standard poodle last year and love it.
Good.
It's great.
Well, we don't have Elvis anymore, do we?
We don't have Elvis, but we do have Memphis.
Memphis. Okay.
We have
Well,
Memphis.
Is Memphis what kind of dog is he? A Basset?
Memphis. Let me think this out. Memphis is a Cockeranian Huska Oodle.
On purpose?
No.
Well,
No.
Well, that's just
He's
fine.
special, though.
He is very special. I've met Memphis. Very special. What else is going on today? I think I just showed you earlier. Today is also National Cherry Pie Day.
Yeah.
They always put it right next to George Washington's birthday, which is actually on Thursday, the 22nd. But they, for some reason, everybody considers cherry pie with George Washington because he cut down the cherry tree. Before I ask you that question, which one's your favorite cherry pie here? Which one of the two do you like the most?
That one.
That one. Yeah, me too. I've never been a big fan of the thick
lattice.
weave. Yeah, the lattice top. I'm just not a big lattice top guy.
I'm not convinced that the lattice picture is a cherry pie.
Really?
That almost looks like a berry.
They've got cherries on the side.
Yeah, but look.
It does kind of look like raspberries inside the pie, doesn't it?
That looks like a berry.
Yeah, I'm not. I am.
I am suspect about that one.
What do you want to see on TV, ladies and gentlemen? Basketball. It's all basketball because the hockey is not being played on television channels that we get on Wabash tonight. College basketball. Butler's at Villanova on Fox Sports. I've got a slew of them here, but we got things we got to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
So we're going to talk about other things here in just a minute. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Lamar. I'm Bruce. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to LaMar Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. LaMar's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lamansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Second. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My good friend LaMar Choate is here today, and we are going to talk about. We always talk about a wide variety of subjects. We try to, and we will usually end up getting angry with each other by trying to stump each other with trivia questions.
Correct.
And the anger flows. And
I call it passion. He calls
passion.
it
Anger, passion. We throw punches, but it's a hockey fight. You basically You're grabbing jerseys.
Right.
How you been, LaMar?
Not too bad. How about you?
I am great. He's also basically ostensibly here to talk about the Wayne City History Club. Tell me about the Wayne City History Club at Wayne City High School. By the way, since he did this show last year, you folks in Wayne City, we appreciate you joining in. Hopefully,
yes,
folks are watching on TV in Wayne City right now.
I hope so.
Rather than YouTube.
Right. The Wayne City History Club has been going on for a good 11 years, and it's a large club at Wayne City.
Did you start 20 years ago?
No. No, about 11 years ago. And,
you said a good 11.
Yeah, a good 11. And we have a group of about 80 kids involved this year. It's been as high as 110 before, so it's a large group, but what we try to do is just make history fun. We do have some projects. We archive the old school newspaper. We're starting a digital archive of the yearbooks just to have on hand. And so there's projects that History Club members do, and then we take a day trip each year. And so we raise money to fund some of these things to make sure we have
fund your day trips.
To fund the day trips, and also to fund whenever we put up a school newspaper and seal it in the clear plastic, acid-free, things. You have to.
That costs money.
Those things cost money.
Yeah.
So we raise money, and Trivia Night is our big fundraiser.
How far back have you been able to retrieve the newspapers?
We've got all the school newspapers that were, in fact,
ever published.
That Wayne City ever published. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there were pauses in the publication. There were years like if a teacher sponsor left, and there may be a gap of a year or two before they pick up again. The name changed over the years. It's
what is it now?
Well, we don't even have one right now.
Oh, you don't?
When we do, it's been online, but right now I don't think the journalism department, they've been really laser focused on the yearbooks and not doing much with the school newspaper.
What was the last name of the school newspaper?
War Hoop.
War Hoop.
Yeah.
All right, I like that.
And that was
with two W's, right?
Yes. Yeah, like War Whoop. Whoop. Yes. Yeah. And that had been the name for years. That was the name whenever I was in school. And you know how long ago that was, Bruce?
It was a few years ago.
A few years back, and it predates me. So, in fact, War Hoop, I think they started using that probably in the 1950s or 60s.
You mentioned you have 80 members of the club now. Is this open to freshmen to seniors,
Yes.
sophomores, or anybody
Anybody who wants to be
with an interest in it.
The officer
You
corps.
don't have to be in a history class right now, right?
Oh, no, you don't have to. The officer corps is juniors and seniors, but anyone is open to be a part of the history club. And the dues, we keep the dues cheap. We want it to be a pretty inclusive club. The whole point of the club is for kids to have fun with history.
Well, that's cool.
You don't have to be a history student.
Really?
No.
You mean you don't have to be an A plus, a B plus? You can be a C history student.
You don't even particularly have to like history. In fact, that's who I geared this club for, was to get people in here to try to generate interest in history.
Have you found some kids that were not really all that attentive in class that became a member or became a part of the history club and found something that really turned them on?
You know, if you've got a student body of 150 to 200 like we do, you might have in that student body 10 to 15 kids who just love history, and it's just a natural love for them.
10%.
Thereabout. And a large portion of them do not like it. They don't want to have anything to do with it. And
I got to tell you, LaMar, I'm like you. I have no understanding.
Yeah.
I just do not understand I live very close to a person who has really gives no rat's rear end about history.
Yeah.
And
I understand.
I just don't understand it. It's good though that you're able to get somebody that doesn't have all fired up about it.
I have had students go on our day trip, whether it be to St. Louis or Louisville or wherever, and I know they just don't like history class and everything. I said, well, how'd you like the trip? And they'd be like, loved it. And I'll say, did you learn anything? Yeah, and they'll tell me something that they didn't
went to the arch and saw this whole western expansion.
Right, yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the club's doing its job.
That's where we're talking about, and they've got a fundraiser coming up.
Yes.
The fundraiser is, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to tell you all about the fundraiser when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here with LaMar Choate from the Wayne City History Club, high school teacher and volleyball coach.
Correct.
How long are you going to do that?
Got a couple years left in.
Got a couple of years. Yeah. The reason, I'll tell you in a minute the reason I asked.
All right.
We'll be back right after this.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Florida. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, call Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to LaMar Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. LaMar's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Cats TV. Joined by LaMar Choate from the Wade City High School History Club. And what I was telling you when we were talking about your volleyball, we are now in the gymnasium, and we will be shooting some of your volleyball games this fall.
That's terrific.
And basketball next winter.
Great.
And we are looking forward to all the fun out there. Speaking of the gymnasium, are you doing this event in the gymnasium or in the auditorium?
It's the East Gymnasium. We often call that the Performance Gym. Yeah. The other one that people like to refer to as the high school gym, they call that the competition gym, technically.
And that's where the volleyball team plays, right?
And the volleyball team, the high school volleyball team plays in the competition gym. The junior high volleyball team actually plays in the performance gym where we will have our trivia night.
Okay. Well, I want
most of the time.
I want to make that clear because we're in the competition gym. We're not in the.
No, we're in the performance gym.
Well, you're in the performance gym for this.
But you're in the competition. Wabash
is in the competition gym as well.
Correct.
But here's what we're walking around the block to get to this. On March 9th, it's a big old trivia night. Tell me about what is going on here.
For those of you having trouble reading the graphic, March 9th, 2024, we are going to have a trivia night. It will, doors open at 6. The quizzes begin at 7 o'clock. It does cost $100 to enter a team. You can have up to 10 members. I think the last 2 teams that have won this, Bruce, didn't even have the full complement of members.
They just had some winners on their team.
They just had brilliant people.
They loaded up with the super nerds.
You got it, man. And the proceeds go all to the History Club. There will be free snacks. There's door prizes, and it is a fun night. It's a great night out. And like I said, all proceeds help the History Club do what it does. We appreciate that.
I got to tell you, I'm kind of surprised you're putting it. Usually you do it you've changed it from being the week after or 2 weeks after Mardi Gras, huh?
Right. Well, it's just the way the schedule is set up, and it was really
as long as this works for you.
Right. And there is, even though we've got 2 terrific gyms, there's a lot of competition for that gym time.
Is there I forgot what I was going to ask. Is there a gigantic prize for the champions?
Yes, there's a good prize for the champions. Champions traditionally get They get a basket of gift cards.
Oh, that's cool too. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't whenever I won. That wasn't what it was.
It was gum the very first time.
It was gum.
Because I was like, these people came here for a fundraiser. They don't need anything. But then I got to thinking, I'll make it worth their while.
And then folks were probably looking. They were happy to offer up gift cards and such.
There you go. So we've got a basket full of gift cards for the winners, and even the last place team gets a basket.
Is this now? This is the main fundraiser for the History Club.
It is.
Will there be any? How does this provide 90%, 100%, and do we need to have a large turnout here to make sure the kids don't get stopped going to like Mount Vernon to the History Museum there, or get to go all the way to Louisville?
I didn't know what you were getting at there. Yeah, we need as large a turnout as we can get.
I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get stuck at the little chapel in Nashville or something like that.
A lot of times we'll have about 15 to 20 teams. Yeah. We could accommodate 35 teams or 40 teams if we needed to.
If we do that, can we move our history, our bus trip to maybe a trip down to Memphis? Go down to Vicksburg, a day trip to Vicksburg.
That'd be wonderful. But that's the day trip. See, there's the problem. Day trip to Vicksburg
would be a pretty short stop in Vicksburg.
Okay, kids. Now let's get back on. Everything.
Day trip to Shiloh. That'd be fun.
Everything has to be about 3 hours or in.
Nashville? Have we considered Nashville as a potential history?
That's just at the edge of our driving distance. Yeah. You know, I mean, I've considered. In fact, I don't know where we're going this year.
You don't?
No.
So I could sit here and make all. That's great.
Can I tell you where I've thought about? But they haven't gotten back with me yet.
Who?
Alton.
Really?
Yeah.
Go up there and see the Eagles?
You could see all sorts of things at Alton. We could stand at Robert Wadlow's statue for crying
I know
out loud.
I know a guy who worked he's my age, but he worked as a teenager at the, Prairie DeRocher.
Prairie DeRocher?
The DeRocher Park. I guess it's just terrific.
You about said the chocolate, didn't you?
I was trying not to. Rocha de Ferrera. Yeah.
Prairie DeRocher, yeah. And there's a fort, and this would be a French name as well, Fort de Chart or whatever.
Fort de Chart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Could sound like something else too.
It could. And we've got the River Road.
Yes, yeah.
There's a lot of things in that area that we could do. But I got to get somebody over there to get back with me on this, because I've put out the messages and I've said, hey, I've got this group. It'll be 2 bus loads of high school students and chaperones. We would love to, we're interested in what you've got. And they've got they've
got all kinds of stuff.
They've got haunted stuff they do.
Yeah.
And
well, you got to pay their Piasaw for crying out loud and go see the bird.
Right. So, but no one has really gotten back with me on this. So now I'm looking at, I'm going to reach out to them one more time. But what other ideas would you have, Bruce? You said Nashville.
I was thinking, have you ever taken them down to the Columbus, down on the battlefield down there, the Fort Columbus on Mississippi River in Kentucky?
I have not.
The thing is, there's not much else around there. I mean, that's pretty cool. Taking it's Columbus or Columbia? Is it Columbus?
Columbia, maybe.
It might be Columbia, but that's well within reach. But there's not much else down there. I mean,
right.
You'd be taking them from there, going across the river to Sykeston to eat at the Throw and Rolls place or whatever. Everybody knows when you start doing this.
Lambert's,
so that's right. Yeah. But I was thinking of that, and thinking of other places within 3 hours. You're looking. Indianapolis is almost on the edge of that.
We have a 4-year rotation, but this year I just thought we might do something different. This would be the year we normally go to New Harmony, and New Harmony's treated us very well. I was just looking for something to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
New Harmony, St. Louis, Louisville, and what's your fourth?
Springfield.
Well, yeah.
Lincoln Museum.
I hadn't thought about that.
It's kind of an obvious.
You're watching Big Talk. We'll be back to talk more about the big thing, how the trivia will work, and then he may ask me a few questions.
I just might.
Did you bring some? He's got some questions, folks. Back in a sec. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to LaMar Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. LaMar's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
I know you do.
No.
I do too. I do too. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It is LaMar Choate. All right, let's talk about this trivia thing. It's on Saturday, March 9th, right?
Bruce, I keep giving the camera the side eye.
Why?
That's what the kids all say. Oh,
You're
the side eye.
See now, is that a bad thing?
Well, I think it's supposed to be. There's a bad connotation to it. It's like anyway.
You're doing fine.
Okay, all right.
You're doing fine.
I'm just feeling
We forgot to switch seats.
uncomfortable. Yes. Okay.
All right, trivia night.
Trivia night.
It is March 9th, Saturday night, March 9th, 2024. Durham's. Now, how many questions you say you've got?
We've got 10 quizzes with 10 questions.
10 quizzes. So who wrote all the questions?
I did.
You wrote them.
Now, my wife does help.
Okay.
And she, in fact, suggests topics, and she will scour the internet and give me a bunch of questions. And from there, I take it and go, okay, this is good, this is not good. I'm going to reword almost everything.
It is truly an art, isn't it? To write a good trivia quiz.
I think so. And
I do too.
And you want to...
I haven't done it for years, but
you want to triple check your answers. You want to make sure. The worst thing in the world is to be somebody out there say, "Hey," and then you find out they may be right. It's a bad feeling.
It's a terrifically awful feeling.
Yeah,
and
don't want to do that.
And I had it on my first quiz, and I never had it again.
Right.
I did the see, you've been doing this longer than me. Right. I did it for like 7 years, and then they quit. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I need to.
Every answer will be triple checked, and even still, there will be people contest. And I always hear them out because I think, well, it's possible I made a mistake, but we will double and triple check these answers.
The one that sticks in my mind. I'm that jerk. I'm that guy who basically will have a second answer for a question.
Right.
And it was name the state that has eight different states touching it.
Oh.
Geographically,
Geographically,
that has eight different states, and the answer was Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, it's Missouri. I wrote down Missouri because Missouri has 8 too, and they didn't accept it. And yeah, that's when the anger came in. Yeah, and I want to avoid that. And what I have found is, especially where I really have to watch it, there are a couple of categories where I really have to watch the degree of specifics,
the wording of the question, and how you do it. Bible is one of those.
Oh, I imagine that
you have to.
There are Bible scholars that are astonishing.
Yes, and then honestly,
you got to, and you probably have to say KJV or something like that.
Right. Yeah. And then the other thing is sports. People get wound up about it.
Well, it's because some people feel like they're smarter in sports than pretty much the rest of the world.
You know what's great is that I think the sports and games categories that I write are the hardest ones that I put out.
Do you really?
I really do, oftentimes on purpose.
No kidding. Why so?
Just because there are so many people who think that they know everything. And
I can't blame you.
And you watch people and you say, our next category is sports, and there's these guys at the table, they're all like, oh, all right, now this is why I'm here. And then they look, and then I watch them and they look at that first question and go, that's kind of fun for me.
It is a good time, and actually that's the fun part of it. If you haven't, you'll take new teams. I mean, absolutely. A lot of teams are returning from time to time.
Yes.
But it's always a lot of fun for new teams, and that's a lot of fun too. Is you get the opportunity for folks to just basically get together and chat with other people in person, right?
Exactly. It is a good. Even people who think I'm terrible at trivia seem to, once they do it, they often come back because they have such a good time.
Well, that's the thing. What do you typically? Nobody's going to get 100 out of 100.
It's not happened yet. The typical winning team is usually in the low 80s.
Low 80s. That's what I aim for. I aim for upper 70s, low 80s.
Yeah, and that includes the freebies that they buy too.
Oh, really? Oh, so there are freebies for sale.
There are freebies for sale.
The MacGuffins or whatever.
Yeah, Mulligans.
Yeah,
Mulligans. Why is that? Why is that name Mulligans? That'd be a good trivia question.
It's because golfers use mulligans.
Yeah, but where does the word
some dude
Scottish?
I don't have a clue.
Well, that's where golf came from, and so you need a mulligan on that
question on March 9th.
That's a good question. I could ask that.
Where does who's the originator of the term mulligan, or what's it based on?
It's a mulligan.
It's a mulligan.
It's a mulligan, Trebek. Yeah, I don't know. That would be that'd be a good question. I need to.
Do you see it? You mentioned Trebek. Do you pay any attention to Ken Jennings stuff, or will you? I mean, because last time I did this, I've had Ken Jennings like 888 trivia questions, and I'll go through and I'll just flip and open a category, and I'll find a question or two I like out of that, but I'll make a change to it, make it something that I like.
Same here, and I think that the one thing that Jeopardy informs mine is that you've got the $200 question, the $300, the $500. I try to do that with these quizzes. There are, I think, questions on these, even if, like, for instance, this is last year's categories.
Right.
Okay. Animals. Okay, maybe
you'll have a couple of easy questions in there.
A couple of questions I think almost everyone would get. A couple that are a little bit tougher. A few that, okay, now you got to know something about animals. And then maybe one or two that, okay, if you get this, you are special.
So that's the point, though, is that
you're a veterinarian. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, there are teams who aren't going to win.
Right.
And they'll go in thinking, man, I'm good at trivia, but I'm not that good, and there are probably going to be teams. But they're going to get some right and have some fun at it, aren't they?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think so.
What's your typical low score?
Low score. Well, now we had one that was pretty low.
You had a team that was just really bad. They really had a good time, though.
They laughed the entire time. They had a blast at their table. I don't know. I've never looked at I've always been concerned with what the top end is. I've never really looked at what the bottom end is.
Yeah, I always aim for 50 to 80. 50 to 80.
Okay.
If I get a team if I have a team finishing up in the upper 30s, I'm okay with it. I want to make sure they get me 30 to 40.
Yeah,
I'd hate to have a bottom team below 30.
Well, if you buy the mulligans, you at least get a 10.
We're going to come back, and he's going to quiz me, and in quizzing me, he's going to quiz you as well. Back in just a sec.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to LaMar Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. LaMar's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lamansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, talking with LaMar Choate. If folks want more information, what's the best way to find more information
you
about
can call
this?
Wayne City High School, ask for me, and we'll get you more information. And we're again, you're going to be seeing this out in social media. And
this is like the start of the Blitz, isn't it?
This is the traditional start.
This is the traditional
of the all-out blitz in the press.
I am so pleased. I'm glad to be a part of your public relations machine.
Our campaign begins now.
As such, and I must tell you, he showed me the pictures of one category, and I only got 7 out of 10 on the first run through, and I feel terrible about it. I knew who they were. The other two that I missed
is maybe the worst feeling at a trivia night is not, oh, I don't know that question. It's, I know this, and I can't think of it right now.
I can't think of who that is.
That is the worst feeling.
Lindsey Vaughn, he showed me a picture of, and I didn't, I knew it. I know her family. I mentioned her husband. I asked if he would count Mrs. Subin, and apparently not.
What I have is last year's trivia.
Okay. I did not attend last year.
Here are the categories, Bruce. We have history, which we always have.
Yeah.
We have a category called...
Well, it's a history club.
Well, it is. We have a category called animals.
Okay.
We have the visual Wheaties box, which you looked at. Right. Sports and games, Bible, famous Australians.
Oh, good Lord.
Stephen King movies.
I love that. That's great. The thing is, there are so many more Stephen King movies than folks realize.
That's true.
There are a ton of them.
That's true. Audio songs popularized by TV shows, and you would that one.
Did you play?
I played the song, and then they had to say what the TV show was.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were some of the favorites, by the way?
Oh, well.
Yeah, Grey's Anatomy?
Grey's Anatomy was a...
no wonder you knew it was a Shonda Rhimes show.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't know where that knowledge came from, but actually, I've watched that. I've watched Grey's Anatomy. No,
really?
I know.
Who's your favorite character? McDreamy?
No, he was okay.
Did he die in a car crash?
Yes.
I was trying to remember.
Yes, he died in
I've never seen the show.
Fiery car. Actually, they could have saved him, but there was incompetence at the hospital that he was at, and they didn't.
He wasn't brought to the Gray's hospital.
No, he sure wasn't. And then we have a miscellaneous category.
Okay. I'm sorry that I'm laughing at McDreamy died because they didn't take him to Gray's hospital.
They didn't take him to the right hospital.
They take him to Ellen Pompeo's hospital.
Well, he needed himself operating on him because he had a brain, and he was a... This really gets to me, Bruce. I wish you hadn't even brought it up.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry. See, that's the thing. Don't ask if here on this show. Don't ask me Grey's Anatomy questions because I never watched the show. It would have to be somebody. Oh, I'm sorry to make you tear up about McDreamy.
Well, he was a good guy. So, and I just feel so bad for
Gray.
Ellen.
Yeah.
That's the actress's name. What is
Ellen Pompeo.
What was her name on the show?
Gray.
Well, yeah, but she's got a first name.
I don't know.
Anyway, pick a category.
Sports, of course. Give me one out of sports. Give me one or two out of sports, and then we'll pick. We'll hop all around. I like animals too.
All right. How many pockets does a snooker table have, Bruce?
0.
And the answer is 6.
Oh, good grief. I'm thinking of billiards, aren't I?
Yeah.
See, now there's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. You can jump to, your brain may send you to something that is actually correct for something else.
For something else, that's right.
And billiards has 0.
Billiards does not have pockets.
Snooker has smaller pockets.
Yeah, that's right. My cousin had a snooker table. That is a fun.
They had a snooker table at the bowling alley in Fairfield, and I remember watching people.
I would rather play that without than just pool.
That was 40 years ago. I remember that. Jeez.
Okay, this NFL. Here's an example of what I think. If you know sports, this is easy. This NFL Hall of Famer is the great-great-great-grandson of Mormon leader Brigham Young.
Steve.
Yes. Okay, see, that was easy.
That was easy.
Okay.
For me, yeah.
Another easy one because you're a Cardinals fan.
Football Cardinals or baseball?
Baseball.
Okay.
Jackie Robinson's number 42 is retired for every major league team, but the Cardinals have it retired for someone else as well.
Oh, Bruce Sutter.
Very good. Okay.
I've got his not in this room. I've got the bobblehead.
Okay. As of today, what is the best-selling video game console of all time? And this is I happened to look this up. It still is. And sports and games is what we call this.
Oh, okay. All right.
Fooled you.
PlayStation.
You have to be more specific.
PS5.
No, PlayStation 2.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
It's been out longer than all the rest of
I guess it was just, it hit at the right time. And, it's hard to, it grabbed the zeitgeist, I suppose.
If you're going to grab something,
that's
right.
Well
grab a zeitgeist.
Might as well. This one prompted by the social media on February 26th of 2012. In a fit of victorious rage, this bowler yelled at the crowd, "Who do you think you are?" "I am." After winning the U.S. Open.
One of my favorite clips of all time, Pete Weber.
That's right.
Absolutely. Son of
who?
Dick Weber.
Oh, okay.
Dick Weber's a Hall of Fame bowler, the best bowler in the world.
Have you been to the Bowling Hall of Fame?
Well, I've been to the Bowling Hall of Fame when it was still in the stadium, and then also when it was outside of the stadium, and now it's moved to like Texas or something.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, whenever they built the new stadium. I've been to the Bowling Hall of Fame twice in 2 different places.
Okay, I'm going to give you 2 that will challenge you on the sports, then we'll do something else.
All right.
How old was Tiger Woods when he won the Masters for the first time?
21.
Good job. What Olympic athlete had 65 consecutive victories in the long jump over the span of 10 years?
Carl Lewis.
You're the man.
Carl Lewis was, that's the thing. Those were both during my lifetime.
Well,
so that makes it easier. It helps. I mean, Carl Lewis he owned the long jump for like 11 or 12 years.
You know what I always say, Bruce?
No.
Well, I always say this. In fact, sometimes I say it out of context.
What's that?
When it comes to trivia, if you know the answer, the question was easy.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Ask me a few more. We're running out of clock. I got a minute.
What was supermodel Elle Macpherson's nickname?
Leggy.
This is famous Australians, by the way.
Oh, famous Australians. That's a great one. Hot legs.
The body.
The body. That makes sense. I would agree.
This actor was the youngest to ever play the Joker when he took the role and won the Oscar.
Heath Ledger.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's good. Who played Crocodile Dundee in the film Crocodile?
See, now that's a great question. Dundee. It's Paul. What is it? Paul, gosh darn it, you're running out of clock. Oh, I'm going to miss it. It's Paul Hogan.
You feel better?
I feel much better. Ladies and gentlemen, the Trivia Night, March 9th, 2024. Get a hold of LaMar at the Wayne City High School if you have any questions. LaMar, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Let's do it before President's Day next year.
If you'll do it, we'll do it.
I'm up for it. Let's do it.
See y'all next time, folks. Have a great day.